Hi guys, it's Monique from earlylearningmom.com. I'm here today to do our monthly series, Raising Bookworms, what we read in July 2019. So in June, we had like a record month. We read something like 26 books. But for July, I thought I counted them, but I didn't. I believe we read 14 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I lied. 14, 15, 16, 17. I must have miscounted. We got 5. We got 5. We got 16 books. Wow. That took longer than it should have. Talk about not being prepared. Okay, so we read 16 books, which our goal is to read 11. So, I mean, to hit 16, we're still ahead of schedule. Some of these books were a little longer, and like for the month of August, you're probably going to see a lot less. As for how many books we read, we are reading a longer book right now for a review that I'm doing for the old Schoolhouse review crew. So for now, anyways, let's talk about next month. I'll share that next month. But just so you're not surprised if you watch my videos and you see how much we usually read, I think today is the 7th of August and we are like 45% into this book. It's a Kindle book, so it's goes by percentages instead of pages. So anyhow, without further ado, I will share what we read. So to kind of go in order here, we kind of went down a few rabbit holes. So I'm going to start with the books that did not really kind of click in with the rest of the stuff that we were reading. We read this book from the library. It's People Who Made a Difference, Bringing Hope to the Blind, Louis Braille. And the reason that we grabbed this book was a couple months ago we kind of fell down a rabbit hole about Louis Braille, and we read a book through Bookshark, and then it led us to a bunch of other books. And this one I've had on hold at the library for since then, and it finally came in, so we took it out and read that. We read The Calendar Mysteries, July Jitters, The Puppy Place Sweetie, and we love the Puppy Place books. They're awesome. We read The Seventh Boxcart Children, and this is The Woodshed Mystery. And these are really sweet and really wholesome, and we really like those. I stumbled upon this book at the thrift store, and I love Clifford, and so these are Clifford chapter books. And it is Clifford Cookie Crazy. Hey, Artemis! Stop it! The kitty's scratching the carpet. Rude. And then we are going through the Little House chapter books, and this is Little House Friends. And we also read 5 True Horse Stories. This was a really good one. It was another thrift store find that I just threw in our summer reading basket. So then, moving on, we started reading The Magic Treehouse. This is book 35. I guess it depends too. I'm not sure what this book is renumbered to. This is an older edition, but the Merlin mystery books have been renumbered. But anyhow, this is The Night of the New Magicians, which takes place in Paris. And there's mention of Alexander Graham Bell and Thomas Edison, and there's a few other famous people. And so my intentions was to read this and then to dive into some of the additional books. So we read Before I Made History, Turn on the Lights, Thomas Edison. However, we got diverted again when the newest Magic Treehouse book was released. And of course, we pre-ordered, so we had to read this like ASAP. So we grabbed this one, and it's To the Future, Ben Franklin. And I happen to have a lot of Ben Franklin material. Even though we're not American, I find him very fascinating. And so we read Ben and Me, and then we read Go Fly a Kite, Ben Franklin. And then we read In Their Own Words, Ben Franklin, and these are by the same author. It helps by the cover. These are by the same author, and I found the books very, very similar. This is geared towards younger children, easier read, but it was a lot of the same content was in this book and written the same way. This one just went into a little more detail, so if you're only going to get one, this one definitely has more. Then, of course, we read Who Was Ben Franklin? I love these Who Was series. I say this every time we read them. They are awesome. And then we dipped in a little bit deeper with what is the Declaration of Independence, which included Ben Franklin. And then we took this book out from the library. It's 10 Days. Benjamin Franklin lived 30,760 days. These 10 days shook the world, his world and yours. And I was asked on Facebook what my favorite Ben Franklin book was, and I have to say it was this one. This is close second was this one. So if you're looking for, I want to kind of do a separate video on that. I have lots of Ben Franklin material that I've kind of come across over the time and just kind of share what we did for a Ben Franklin study. So that is what we read for the month of July. I can't believe July is over already. It just happened so fast. We are in the downhill slide back to September when summer is over. So that is all I got for you this month. Be sure to check out my blog. I'm going to, down below, put a link for the blog post that's going to have all the links to all of these books. And so if you're interested in seeing which one specifically that we read, you can find them there. So once again, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and come back for the next video.